Yo, it's your boy Chopsticks. We back at it again. We finna get straight into it. This is my girl. She had hit me up from Facebook. She just came in from Huntsville, Alabama. She also cuts hair too. This haircut right here is, I think it has a lot of corrections. Um, from the left side, as you see, it has lighter spots than usual. She has been cutting her hair also. Even in the back, it's not temped up. So let's get into it, man. So we're knocking it down with a one guard with the grain. As you know, this is not doing nothing but taking off the bulk. It's not making it all flesh. Some people do, and in this case, it don't. With this hair texture, because we also, like I told you, we have places where we need to correct stuff at. So this is the best desirable length to put this at. Um, but like if you've been watching me, I like to take my fades with a saying of making it a 1 week old fade. That way we can see everything and get everything cleaned out before we make any guidelines or decisions as far as starting the fading process. But also that is no excuse either for seeing where you need to start a fade at or how to do a fade at. You can also do it with bulk there, but in this case right here with these dreads, the transition from the parts and all this stuff, I highly suggest that you go ahead and clean up and debulk first. I'm setting in my guideline. It really don't matter how you set it. Some people like to set it hard. Some people like to set it soft. And what I mean by hard and soft, some people like to flip the clipper and set it upside down. Some people like to set it while just, tapping it. There's no really bad thing about that. Now, if somebody is like a kid or their skin is really sensitive, I would not turn it over like that. I would not. I would not. But once again, your barber eye should be able to justify when somebody's skin is sensitive. Like, I don't know. I got to that point where I can just see like how you can get irritated if I just put a clipper right there or whatever. But it takes rest for that, I guess. I don't know. Or I'm gifted one. But as you see here, the fading process I do is really, really hard to explain. I'm a scatter fader. I really don't have many guidelines. I don't use zero guard itself, so that tells you right there. A lot of my steps are breaking down from also just using the tip of my corners and lever open. If this is your first time watching my channel, this is something I don't know. I've been doing this for years. It's just been working best for me. Now I will say that time management wise, it do add more time, but at the same time though, the way your fades come out way more blurrier because what's happening is you don't have nothing to rely on for your fades as far as a zero guard no more. So what you have to do is you have to actually put your clippers to work. And what I'm doing is using straight corners for my zero guard because if you think about it, if you do lever open, that is technically 0.5. Now it's 0.5, but like if you have long enough teeth, it's really a zero. And that's why you see all the old school barbers, they be able to make a fade with no guard because of the masters and the way their teeth are. So just imagine if the old school barbers can do that whole fade with just no clipper, just with the masters. Imagine what you can do taking the zero guard off of your, onyxes or your, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? You could cheat the game or you can use that that knowledge right there for leveraging your fading systems or whatever you want to do. But me not using my zero guard has helped me tremendously with my fading process. And what it has done for me is open my eye to learn different ways and learn more about hair textures and learn about, how I can get out of situations. If I get stuck or get lost in the sauce, you name it, I can always be able to get myself back right to where I need to be with learning how to use my corners. So right even here right now where I'm using my trimmers to detail, that is an important technique to learn. I learned this over the years cutting, and I love it. It helps me out in so many ways. I mean, even with line ups, I think I got a part of the video on that too also. You'll see. But I sped this up so I can, be able to show y'all. And I don't want to, have a 45-minute haircut tutorial video either. Because I know we're in the day and ages where, people's attention spans is stupid low right now. So I don't want to, have a long video, just all this stuff that I'm talking about over and over again. But as you see, it's the same thing that we're doing that I talked about on the side. Lever open, and we're using that lever for my zero, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm attacking that line. Now also okay, no homo was saying this, but your stroke with your clippers. I know there's some little childish kids out there who might be, try to pause me on my own video when I'm the king of pauses. But nah, you want to watch your stroke and make sure that you're not digging in, because that's what creates mine. You want to scoop out, and that's if y'all ever wonder why people ask you to look down or push your head, the reason why is because they don't have to emphasize the scoop motion if your head is looking down. Like if your head is looking down, we don't have to work as hard with the scoop motion. It just naturally just come off as a scoop motion if we just tilt the blade up. So that's why we asking you for the, look down while we tipping the back of your head. But yes, you don't want to dig in while doing the fade in the back, while as far as the lever open with no guard, because once again, like I told you, we don't have a guard to save us from errors now. Now it's your lever open. So you have to be wise and also intelligent on what you're doing with that clipper. And what I just shown y'all is some of the new growth that we had to fix, because I don't want y'all tagging me, or I had people also in the past that used to try to tag me and get on me about certain stuff about that. But we also broke down that front tape. We prepped it, and we now be tapping in with that edge, man. Also, I'm in here with my Cocos, man. One of my favorite trimmers of insanity. I think this is my, I don't know. Did I just say insanity? I meant infinity. Well, really eternity. Man, scratch out that. But anyways, this is my best clipper of all time. I think I gotta get a new blade. I actually got this same Coco blade on a pair of Babyliss. Man, they are stupido. Stupido. I think I got that blade from Clutch Supply. Shout out to them in Dallas. Miss B, she helped me out with those. And I think the blade was like $7. But I had put it on the Babyliss, man. They go retarded. I love it. I love it. But we getting into this lineup, and one of the things that helps me with lineups is also the prep, like I told you. But you want to be able to check both sides while being symmetrical. Check. It's not a bad thing not to check. Like, it's okay to step back and check. With some people, if you check a lot, it might make them nervous. But if you move in the right way, I promise you, they're appreciated for you checking, because that shows concern, and also on some type of care when it comes down to people's head, because some people are really insecure about their lineups and their haircut. Like, remember back in the day, haircuts and edge ups and fades didn't necessarily mean anything. If you can get it nice and clean and even, that's all they was worried about. That's like when Mama came in and said, the first thing she said was cut it all off. She ain't said I want no blurry fade, no nice liner. He said cut it all off. Like, that was it. That was it. But now we done got so attached to hair now. You can't even ask a young man, hey man, cut your hair off so you can go to the military and have a better life. Oh no. No, them dreads mean so much to a man now, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's almost a female trait. Now You can attack me for that all day long, but I'm sorry, that's a female trait to me. We came from a time where hair used to be nothing. I'm talking about Pookie used to come to school with a bald head. We used to smack on it, and 30 minutes later he was smiling again. But now it's like you can't even do that now. It's crazy. But as you see, we going in with that pencil, man. I just drove in Huntsville. And I think I wiped out that store for like 30 pencils because they don't have it in my city. This is crazy, man. We got to get better down here. And I wiped them out with the temptation. But I really don't even use it. I use the Black Widow now. So I got the Tom 45 with the Black Widow. And I'm telling you that Black Widow saved my life. I think the only place they sell it at is at Harbor Freight. Need y'all to check in with me. That right there compressor is a compressor for like professional airbrushers. And when I tell y'all, it does me justice. But I didn't get no good shots with it. So y'all really can't see it. But this is part of the finished product. And the biggest thing I love about the Black Widow is that it's very calm. It's gonna add that that teriyaki sauce, that hibachi, that brown temptation or whatever that kiss is, or whatever that formula is in Tom 45. When it adds it to the skin, it comes out patiently. It don't push or it don't try to force it there. It comes out at a natural and soft pace where you can control it. You can control it like you can see it and then you can control it where your next step needs to be without you trying to rush it or you trying to guess it. Or you know what I'm saying, like with messing up and stuff, it never messes up for real, like because once again it's a professional compressor for people who airbrush professionally. So what happens is on my gun it also has a cap where that air can get to that um kiss expression or that formula where it's gonna dry it out or it's gonna change the I guess the alcohol ratio from the dye ratio where when it come out spitting and stuff like that. They don't have them problems no more. I know a lot of people they go through that with temptation or coalish spray or the Tom 45 XL thing like and you don't have to clean this out like because it has a thing like I said to the cap that makes it where the cleaning process is not that hard. And after you get done with the Black Widow, it also has an air tool where you just press the air and it'll drain out all the air. So your air compressor won't be just filled with air. And then, over time of doing that, it can hurt the air compressor too. And also it builds its PSI back up quick when you spray it. But right now we are with the hair fibers, making stuff, look a little bit more naturally dark. Um, Cause when you put the Tom 45 or the cordless air compressor, it can come out a little too shiny in some places. But once again, we got to remember she is light skinned, so you have to also have an eye with that with enhancements too. Because when people are brighter, then you have, I guess, brown, black, whatever you want to call it, you want to make sure that you're being very sensitive and light with the enhancement so it don't look too harsh. You still want it to be there, but you don't want it to be too harsh. And parts of that make you that make that transition good is once again that chalk and also that pressure um on it like that trigger finger on your I didn't mean to say pressure, but that trigger finger on your whatever enhancements you're using. You want to make sure that either you're standing far back or that you got a good trigger finger on how much you're spraying because if you going in and attack it like it's just ease and then next thing you know when you get done that light skinned person with the temptation and enhancements wherever you're using it don't look too good. Now it took me a little minute to really master the enhancements for me for myself. I had trials and error. Trust me, I've been on Facebook. I've been talked about. I've been embarrassed in shops. It happens. But one thing about me, nobody can ever hold against me. I don't mind failing because I understand failing or even embarrassment or even being talked about is the greatest teacher of all time. There's some of the good ways and the worst ways. But I'm down for it because I know after all of that, I'll become a better person. Either, character-wise or, skillfully wise. But I treat every day as a learning lesson. I truly understand that, there's people out here depending on me. Little kids, people in the barbershop, clients, you know what I'm saying, YouTube, family, you name it. When I come home, people depending on me. So every day I have to take it as a learning lesson. But as you see, man, she is chopped. We was back to listen to that party. I'm in my trailer. I'm in again. I wanna win. Oh. Whatever that nigga said. Nigga called no chill. Yeah, we was on that, boy. I guess they put me on. I give it a pass. It was a good little song though. But as you see, man, she is chopped, man. The face tattoo is killing it. I love you, bro. Because that shit fire. Well, excuse the language, but that stuff is fire. But this is the cut, man. I'm sure she probably be tapped in now. It was her first time ever coming to me. But as you know, we put that holding spray in the back, blow it off with the air. And as you see right now, like, she is chopped. As you see, she is chopped to death. Like, retardo, stupido chop. Like crispito, tortilla chopped. Chopped cheese. Like what? Ice cream. Sticky. My lord. Man. It's one of the favorite moments of cutting hair, like when you transform somebody and you just boost a whole aura or self-confidence by like 10,000 points. And we gotta spray it down with that alcohol. Everybody love that machine though, man. I have little kids even talking about it. About that machine with the alcohol. And right here, I just got on some, I sprayed toner in my hand and then I put oil on it. Just for, in some spots where it could, you see in the back is a little irritated and red. And also, just so in the future references, it don't get no bumps or anything. But y'all see that, look at that. She hurt. And she came out, ooh. Ooh. She can go take somebody, girl, bro. Or a guy. Let me chill out. But